stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck it out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 24. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Dwayne Eskridge. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. It's onto the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That good for 22 and a first down. First run now for Kyren Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
Williams. Not going anywhere. moves a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there, second down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
19 Tiger!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd
Holding,
down.
offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of hard time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down to Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Going right back to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Stafford going to give this to Akers to the 43, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Seahawks have picked it up, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Here's Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Geno. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year as they have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 27, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford will get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. To the air again, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So we've reached halftime here, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's Moore. He will return it. But he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try to win this ball game.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Just Sean McVay unhappy on the sideline. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Running yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking downfield, and that's caught. Right side has got his man. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Rams 10. Jason Myers to kick
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. Gino down to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. 3rd and 9. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Trying the left side with Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Ken Walker. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good.
They give up the middle to Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw is complete into the hands of Higbee. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
He's on bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. We often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Van Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago. And now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, run the clock.
I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
So let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Atlanta losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Gino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Stafford. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. From the 34 now, and here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
and the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were